Hi, I'm Beth Norcross. I direct the Center for Spirituality and Nature. I'm here today on the banks of the beautiful Jeremy's Run in Shenandoah National Park. And I was wondering about something, and I wondered if you had this same experience. When I was just starting to learn to observe nature, I would get my trusty binoculars out there with other nature lovers and bird watchers and so forth. And invariably someone would say, "Look, there's a red-eyed vireo." And I'd look up and I'd look for the red-eyed vireo, and I couldn't quite see it. And they'd say, "Oh, we missed it, it's gone." It happened over and over again, and I got so frustrated. Did that ever happen to you? Well, finally, I asked a friend of mine who's a really good naturalist, and I said, "How do they do that? How do they see? I want to learn how to see." He told me something I've not forgotten, and it's really, really helpful. He said, "Look for movement. Look for movement." You're rarely going to see the entire bird or frog or fish or anything else you're trying to observe, but you get little glimpses of it when it's in movement. So I've used that technique, and it's been really, really helpful. But it occurs to me that it's also helpful in thinking about how we see and view and experience spirit. We never get to see the whole thing. We get little glimpses, little hints, little clues. And we experience spirit. We see the movement through the actions of the spirit, through the kindness of a stranger, or that hearty chuckle from a 3-year-old, or perhaps from the swooping wings of that elegant blue heron landing on a river. Little glimpses, little feathers fluffing of spirit. Well, I'm wondering if you could try this for me for just a few seconds. Find a window, or if you're outside, even better, or you could even just look at the area behind me. I'm just going to count to 10 and see what kind of movement you observe. I'll play along. What did you observe moving? Perhaps you saw a leaf falling this time of year. Maybe you saw the wind fluttering through the trees. That old Hebrew word, ruach, meaning wind, breath, and spirit, same word. Maybe you saw the feather of that hawk that came by just a second ago. I can't see you, but I bet while you were watching for movement, something important happened. I'm guessing that you got very, very still, because it is primarily in stillness that we can see the movement, both in nature and of spirit. It's hard to be seeing movement when we ourselves are moving. Stillness. This all reminds me of that wonderful poem by T.S. Eliot, "Wait Without Hope." It's a very provocative poem, and I recommend it to you. But in the middle of it, he says, "Wait without thought. You're not ready for thought." Lightness will come from the darkness, and in the still, the dancing. In the still, the dancing. What's dancing for you today when you become still?